Come and witness my rise, watch me fly. North by divine design, together people as I blow your mind.
Alright, so it's Saturday, which means it's my day. Do what I want to do today. I don't really have anything scheduled, so it's time to get started. Time to tear her down. I'm going to go ahead and rip out the interior, seats, carpet, get it all the way down to metal, pull out the whole system in the trunk. I believe I'm going to pull the batteries out. I had a special rack welded up down into the spare tire well. I think I'm done with that setup. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the batteries. They may end up right back in that well, but for right now, I just want to get everything tore down. So that's what's going to happen today. I'm going to try and make a little time-lapse video of me just working on it. We'll see how that works out. Time to get to work. All right, seats and everything are pulled. Not too bad. Tearing cars down, you want to do it surgically. Take all your tools, and take all your bolts. You want to make sure everything stays together and do it surgically. Do not make a mess. Don't scatter it all around your shop. It just looks like shit, and at the end of the day, the car's going to look like the way you tore it down. If you tear it down like shit, you're going to build it like shit. There's just no way around it. I don't want to pull the center console. If I pull the center console, I'm just opening up a can of worms. I custom fiberglass that console with the switches, hydro dipped it. I pull that apart, there's no reason to. That's not going to be changed. There's nothing I'm going to do different there. If I decide to change out the head unit, which there's no reason to, that head unit's perfectly fine. Out of everything in this trunk, that Stetson, that's a pretty bad little bitch. I'll give him that. I love that crossover. I love how I can defeat each channel. I can set up the speaker and defeat all my channels, only listen to that channel. It's pretty cool, I like it. So that's probably more than likely gonna stay in this build. These RE audios they're getting thrown the fuck away. I'm sorry, I'm over RE audio. Both these 4 channels are popped. They send static and bullshit through my speakers. The caps in them are leaking and they're trash. The ZTX 5000.1 seems like it's still running, so I'll give that away or sell it to a friend or put it in somebody's car. It seems to be good, but those 4 channels, they're trash. So I'll use them as target practice for the 9mm. The wheels, I know those are factory. They're getting changed out. I'm gonna put 20s on it. I had 22s on this car before. The car drove like dog shit. I'm sorry, I'm old. I'm not gonna give up comfort for looks. So if you wanna ride on 22s, like this right here, you want to ride on those little rubber bands, that's fine. But like this car right here, looks cool, drives like dog shit. You feel every bump in the road, it's just horrible. I fucking hate it. So at my age, I want the comfort. Here's one thing. Some people may look at my installs and they'll say, oh, that's elementary, that ain't shit, I could do better. I know guys that do so much better, blah, 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 blah. Right, I get it. Here's the difference. I don't spend more than a week building cars. On Pimp My Ride, we have 3 days tops. Everything audio, video, fiberglass, everything you see in those cars, 3 days, no more. This build right here, that's a weekend. I built this, I started on Friday, I was done on Sunday. Guerrilla fabricating is what I call it, okay? What that means is I can build shit and make money. This is how I pay my bills, this is how I feed my kids. So when you guys see some of these cars and then you say, man, Cape stuff doesn't stack up against some of these show cars. You give me a car and give me 6 months and give me the budget to build it, I'll show you what it can be done. I've done plenty of those. You can go on my website and look at them. They just don't make any money. Don't make money, it don't make sense. I build all my systems like jigsaw puzzles. I do that so I can tear them down easy, and I do that so I can build them easy. I never try to lock anything in. You don't want to lock anything in to where you're screwed, to where you can't get to this if you don't have to do this and this. This whole trunk is a jigsaw puzzle. Corners come out first, side panels, top panels come out. Those 8 screws will come out. I'll pull off the wood grains. Those trim panels will come off. Then I have full access to the amps. I'll unhook the fuses, unhook the power so I don't, jack anything up. Pull the wiring, pull the fuse, pull the amps, pull everything off. Once I pull all that shit off, I can pull out systematically each section. The middle was done first, then these 2 were done. I'll pull out those sections and then I'll be staring at the back of the box. The box will just slide straight out. It'll come out. Then I'm staring at a trunk floor with my batteries. The trunk floor lifts right up. Down there I've got another secondary fuse system. That was my screw up. I put a fuse system underneath that floor. I can't get to it unless I take all this shit apart. I screwed up. The fuse setup was from a previous job where I had access to it. When I built this, I completely forgot to move that fuse setup. So don't do that, that's stupid. Luckily, I never blew a fuse and had to deal with it. Cool, so I'm gonna get started on tearing this down. I'll try to set up the camera so you guys can see it being done. All the trim panels are out. Got a nightmare wiring to deal with. There's the box. That floor will lift up to get down there to the batteries. Lift this right out of here if I wanted to. Get down there into the batteries. The headlights, I love the covers. Those are covers that are on there, but it makes the car completely useless at night. You cannot see shit. So you might as well close your eyes and drive. So they're not very functional, but they look cool. I saw some headlights though. I think Oracle makes some lights. I might get a hold of Oracle, throw some lights in there. Haven't really decided yet. Just got parts everywhere. Like I said, take it apart surgically. I mean, looks like a mess, but it'll take me 10 minutes to clean this up. Got the RCAs I pulled. There's the RE amps. I'm gonna use these for target practice. The 5000 seems to be working. So there's what I pulled out today. There's the interior. So we'll get back on it tomorrow. Probably pull the box, pull everything in the trunk, get the wiring figured out, cut all the lines, get everything out of here. Doesn't need to be here. Speaker wire can all go in the trash. Power and ground wire can all be pulled off from the batteries on. Don't know if I'm gonna keep any of it. NVX makes wire, so I'm assuming if I'm gonna use NVX products, I'll go ahead and rewire everything with NVX while I've got it tore down. So hopefully I can get a hold of them, get some wire here next week. This week I'll have the Toyota Tundra here for the $7,000 bumpers and the whole setup going on there. I got a whole lot of shit going on to that truck. It's gonna take about a week to build it. It's gonna be pretty cool though, so I'm gonna record everything on there. Like me on my Facebook page, I am Cabe Sipes. Subscribe to my channel, and as always, stay loud.
Come and witness my rise, watch me fly. No spot